And it looks as though our match referee is going to get play underway.
Very little to choose between the women in terms of years. Ann-Maree Putney 37, Sunny Lee 36. Sunny Lee has tended to bowl mostly in South Korea. She doesn't venture out of the Asian country too often, does she?
No, we haven't seen her very much before, but by contrast, Ann-Maree has been on television quite a few times, known around the world as one of the top lady bowlers, and I guess she can be described as a veteran of the game.
Her best finish to date was 4th back in 2000 in Lisbon. She's bettered that, but it's the top prize that she wants.
On television around the world, and it's quite a big thing to get there.
And it's how you react to that coverage as well. Here's Sunny Lee's first chance.
She opens up with a nice strike as well. 8-game round robin, and these two were in the top 3. Ann-Maree being the top seed.
First time here for 3 years for Ann-Maree Putney since 2004. Well, she's left a few up there.
Yeah, 3-pin stand in the 2, the 4 and the 5-pin. A ball that didn't quite get up to the head.
Maybe though for Ann-Maree to get away when she gets back up to the lane. Sunny Lee spare that.
Yeah, she'll be looking to advance and make 2 strikes in a row.
And she knew she hadn't got it, didn't she?
Yeah, leaves a 10-pin standing in the corner. That was a good looking shot. Just for some reason at all that 10-pin didn't go. You see the start. See how far she is back from that foul line, the line where you mustn't go over. She's a good 2 feet back from that, so she's actually making the shot a bit longer, isn't she? 60 feet from the foul line to the head pin. She seems to be bowling about 62 feet down the lane, but that's just her own peculiar style.
She knew as soon as she'd let it go that she wasn't going to get the strike.
Makes the square nicely. Best 2 games out of 3. There's still a long way to go. 8 frames before the first match is up.
Vital to try and win that first game. That really puts the pressure on the opponent.
In the World Cup final.
It's actually a retired high school teacher is Jeff Bounce. Sunny Lee coached by Peter Yu.
213 average is what Sunny Lee brought to this final after the 42 games of the lane, which has some oil put on the surface, which helps protect the lane. And that's down to about 41 feet. And then what we call the back end of the lane, which is near the pins, is very dry. And the ball coming off that or reacts to the dryness of the back end. What makes the ball hook up into that 1-3 pocket for the right-hander. And hopefully it transfers the power on the ball to help those pins get that chain reaction on all 4.
A quarter so far. It's who's going to crack first, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the first one probably to have an open frame. That will help sort out possibly who's going to be the winner. Ann-Maree Putney, 214 average with a high game of 256 this week. A bit of encouragement from the crowd there, and she rips the rack, puts that ball right between the 1 and the 3 pin. Takes another stroke.
Great strength as well as the accuracy, isn't she?
3, 5, 4.
Nothing in it though. We're going to take a short.
0.
Welcome back to the Continent Centre in St Petersburg. It's the Women's World Cup final between Ann-Maree Putney of Australia and Sunny Lee of South Korea, who's reached the final on a first appearance.
She can strike all the way, what we call off the sheet, means to the end of the game, but we'll just have to wait and see how we go.
Sunny Lee left 3 up on her spare, didn't she, but took them down with not too many difficulties. And she's left 3 again. I jinxed her there, didn't I?
I think, yeah, a bit of a curse of the commentator. You don't speak Korean, do you?
Not that I know of, anyway. Might do in my sleep, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. This ball is high through the head pin. It leaves the 3, the 6 and the 10 pin standing in the corner, which is an awkward little spare, but she should be able to make it. She's changed ball here. This is her spare ball. It'll be a harder surface ball and won't hook as much as her strike ball.
Oh,
and it didn't, did it? She was actually looking for that ball just to turn up and take all 3 pieces away, but unfortunately that's the first open frame of the match, and there will be daylight between the 2 scores, so Ann-Maree will be in the lead.
Yeah, she bowled that perfectly straight, didn't she, but missed the furthest forward one.
Yeah, the one in the front which she had to hit, and as I say, that ball didn't hook at all. It's deliberately made not to hook so much, but it went very straight, and that's the first error of the match. And unfortunately, on a short head-to-head 1 game, 2 game system like this, any error can actually be fatal. It's the difference between winning and losing. Closing down frames to frame number 10. This is a big ball. This could really extend the lead and make 4 strikes in a row.
Feel the tension around the centre here. Events under her belt, Ann-Maree Putney. This is certainly one that she's been dreaming about.
Yeah, she's been to this Bowling World Cup 5 previous times, so I understand, and has finished in 5th place 4 times.
Yeah.
So she's actually gone 2 better this time, hasn't she?
Yeah, 4th in 2000 in Lisbon so far.
They like their Bowling World Cups, don't they?
What can Sunny Lee come up with here?
She's hit
2 in a row, isn't it?
Yeah, she's hit
first game in a best of 3. Anything is so crucial, isn't it?
Yeah, distinct advantage, isn't it? She's got, and Ann-Maree's got 35 pins lead at the moment, so that's it's going to be difficult to pull that back, especially as I say, Ann-Maree's brought a game to this final, looking quite relaxed. As I say, she's been in tournament finals on numerous occasions in her bowling career.
What she's been doing consistently throughout this first game.
Well, she's got 5 in a row.
I think that's 6.
That's a 6 pack. She's looking quite happy the way things are going. He's hoping that the lane condition won't change very much under these very hot television lights. And that's hoping that Ann-Maree can strike again. Let's see what she's doing.
Oh yes, she can.
I'm sure the viewers know exactly what you mean.
Sunny Lee just has to try and keep going somehow.
So she has to put some rotation on the ball and hopefully hook through the first one and get the second one.
I guess this is almost like a warm-up period now, isn't it, for the second game?
Well, that's right, yes. Maybe she will perhaps change her line, try something slightly different just to see if she can get deeper into that pocket and carry the pins.
Ann-Maree with...
oh yeah, she's having jokes with the crowd by the look of it. 9 count on her first ball, leaves the 4 pin standing. There's a spare here and a good count on the last ball, just to take her through the 200 barrier, which unfortunately is lower than her average all week.
This first game under her belt. Wins the next one, she wraps up the World Cup. The pressure certainly on Sunny Lee.
Well, not only that, I think Ann-Maree may realise that she's on for the ladies' high game this week as well. If she can finish with all strikes. She's 10 pins standing in the corner. It was so close to the strike. Sunny Lee just looking at the score, not very happy with that. High game this week of 247. And that's the sort of scores that you're going to have to bowl if you're going to win the World Cup finals. Ann-Maree, 10th frame, looking to see Ann-Maree at her best. Brought her A game to the final, which obviously top competitors really have to do. Frame number 10 coming up.
Of concentration, even though she knows she's wrapped up this game already.
Oh, it looks so easy, doesn't it?
Well, she's getting a lesson from the girl that's coached by the former high school teacher. Well, there it is. Another 10. Extraordinary start to this final from the Australian.
Yeah, 280. Great round of applause from this very knowledgeable audience here today. There it is. 1 game to love. Ann-Maree wins.